Hi guys, update on Bitcoin here. So we are heading down into the fifth wave down as expected. So the TP for the wave 4 was very correct here. So Bitcoin went really into that box. Now we are thinking of that last fifth wave down. If we consider this as an impulse wave, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this fifth wave, I have a couple of considerations right now. So I have my couple of green boxes, as you probably know already. So I have my Golden Zone Mini, that's the very last move here, and my Golden Zone Minor, who takes a broader move and then looks at the Golden Zone here, the 618 Fibonacci retracement and the 786 Fibonacci retracement. That would have been this. And as you can see, the price is in my Golden Zone Minor. So I'm going to go delete my Golden Zone Mini to have a little bit of a clearer screen here. And let's see what we can expect. It's all about probabilities and risk management, and you know that. So this is the impulse wave down. Then the fifth wave here. So my Golden Zone Minor is still valid here, so it's in there. But the little more green box, that's like the box that I have drawn, because I think that is the most probable place where the fifth wave would go into. And it is, let me take that in visual order and to the back. And that doesn't make a big of difference in the visuality. I will make it a little bit bigger so you can see this better. Let me take that, of course, take my lock off and do it like that. Voila. So as you can see, we are going down. We have a lower low than here. So this downwards move is a little bit confirmed. So, but if I'm looking at, so what I was saying, this fifth wave box that I drew a little bit darker green, normally the fifth wave, we say, let me take this a bit on the side. So the fifth wave could be there or could be there in this range. That's what is a very high probability for a fifth wave in an impulse wave. So that's why I put these figures here, right? So my trend line of the wick supports here, that's this blue line. So that goes also into these boxes. So sweet spot, I would say, before would have been like here, if I only consider those things, 37,000. But of course, the box goes a little bit lower than that. Let's make it for now a little bit of a sweet spot, but we cannot be sure of that. So another thing that I can consider for the downside, because this is a fifth wave, and the fifth wave on itself has to be an impulse wave, but can also be an ending diagonal. And I'm tending more in that direction. So if I'm looking at that, let me take my things here. On Bitcoin, yes, where am I here all? The ending diagonal would look like something. I'm going to do this away so we have a clearer screen, and the ending diagonal would look a little bit like that. So instead of a normal impulse wave down, this looks to me like a possible ending diagonal. And then it's not 100% clear, of course. The more data and candles we have printed, it all gets clearer and we can continue on our thinking there. So, but if this would be an ending diagonal, then this would look something like this, and then have a 4 and a fifth down. So, and this all would be then the fifth wave down. So, but it's heading that way. So, and if it finds it's, because I have a wick here, a dot here, and I have a touch point there. Sorry. And so if we would stop here and go back up and stop there and go back down, then we can have more confirmation on this ending diagonal. And then this ending diagonal, normally the theory says it has to stop somewhere on this line, because the intersection of the different points must be there. And then from there, it could have a heavy movement, because one of the things of an ending diagonal, it predicts a heavy movement after that. So, and that's what we would like to see afterwards, of course. But first we have to see where this low is. But and of course it can be there, so we were not magicians, we don't know exactly where, of course, it's going to be. This is where we think, I'm talking we, but I'm saying me, I'm going to keep that there. So I think that it would come down to this point. Yeah, it could be this, but then it's getting a little bit icky here, iffy there, maybe there. It's difficult to say there. Of course, we first have to find our drop here. So this would be the case if we would have the ending diagonal. Now, another thing that we can do to find this low of the fifth wave down is a channel that we can draw. Let's see, I'm on the 4 hours now. See if this is the good. Let me show you this channel. So if we draw a channel from the top, let me see if I can. I did it on the daily, I believe. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. I did because it's the other way around. Just a sec. Just a sec. Yeah, let me take it back to the 4 hours. Then I see a little bit better. And I'm going to put up my this one. Yes, this makes it clearer for me. Uh, so the channel to find the fifth point here. So to know where can we find this fifth point. This is an extra tool that you can use. You make a channel from the second point and the fourth point in your 5-wave impulse wave, and then you find the lowest high, which is the one. So this one here is the dot where I put my here, and I'm going to find that point and the lowest high. In this case, that would be the high, the low of 1. So I have my channel here, and then I pull a parallel line from 3, and that could give me my point for 5. And that could be a little bit lower than that. Okay, it could also coincide there, but since we are already there, it's a bit difficult. So these are the points that it could go to as well, if I consider this technique to find. So let me see if this still is correct. Yeah, it's on the 3 there approximately. Let me take that like that. So that would be with this tool. This would be also an idea of where fifth wave could come. And but of course it's all possibilities. Then we have the previous low here, so we then have one more low there, but this is the second low actually. So the voila. So if we go lower than that, yeah, then there's still one low to go, and then yeah, maybe it wouldn't look all that good. But it's going down here a little bit. So that is what we have to look for. It's difficult to say which one exactly it will be, but I'm still in my dark green box here. But knowing that it could go to this point, 35,000 something, and yeah, that is absolutely in the possibilities. And from there, we could have a heavy move upwards. But that's all to be seen, of course. This is a little bit, I hope I didn't confuse you too much. Let me all take this out. So to that is the impulse wave. Okay. So just to make a recapitulation for Bitcoin, we're on the way to the fifth wave down for afterwards. Once we have this bottom, then we could have a really nice move upwards in Bitcoin and in the alts, of course. So, but here it could go to my sweet spot 37. It could go to 36.2. It's all very close there, so you should open it up to a bit more. But let's say I'm still here. Except if my fifth is going for the ending diagonal of the other technique there, then it could go a little bit lower. But I'm still keeping this low 34.3 as an absolute, and then of course this is the next low. But I don't see it go lower than that. So this is the absolute low that I don't see it go lower. Okay. Um, Voila, let's see what moves here. So the ending diagonal is maybe a thing to keep in mind. So it can go down and then up and then down. So don't forget that when it goes up now, that it is immediately the big up. No, it's possible we have to do it in 2 times. Okay, so voila. I think that's enough of information just to consider. A little bit the way down. What was that? Okay, I'm gonna leave that, and that voila. And to make maybe an overview to finish up here, because this is a longer video already. This is the overview, of course, on the daily. So we have the channel here. It goes up and down. We had 2 weeks, and that was my basis. Position in my thinking that I had. Okay, we keep it in the channel until we break it, and then I thought we're going to um, the lower support of this secondary channel, which comes together with my different golden zones that I could draw, and then also with the impulse wave, the fifth wave, and so everything's coming together here. A little sweet spot in my thinking here. So I'm gonna put it back there. So let's say there, somewhere there. But okay, so we will see, and the more information we have, the better we can see it. I hope you liked it. Tweet, comments, and a like, and that motivates me to give you more and more. Thanks a lot for listening and watching. Bye.